In our last episode, we dived into creating a super realistic LoRA model for the famous actress Scarlett Johansson. We focused purely on her face using only headshots for the training. This technique really zooms in on her facial features, making the AI's output look a lot like Scarlett herself. But here's the catch: if we dive into creating half or full body shots directly with this setup, things get a bit tricky. Like when I try mixing in LoRA with this prompt, the outcome doesn't really scream Scarlett Johansson. Plus, since the whole training session with LoRA was done using the SD 1.5 base model, I'm kinda locked into using 1.5 based models for generating images. So we're a bit boxed in on flexibility there. But hey, I've got a solution that's going to blow your mind. We're going to use something called the ADetailer extension. This genius tool lets us take any base model we've trained with LoRA and apply it to any photo style we want. How cool is that? It works by isolating the face in an image and then swaps it with the one generated by LoRA. Let me walk you through it with an example. Here's the original pictures I chose for a face swap. And voila, here's what they look like after swapping with Scarlett Johansson's LoRA model. Pretty neat, right? Alright, let's jump into the how-to. First up, head over to the image-to-image interface of Automatic 1111. Grab the photo you want to work on and upload it. Then, pick a base model. Any will do. We're not fussy here. Skip the prompt. Choose your sampling method, set the steps, and hit that triangle ruler button to keep our image dimensions consistent with the original. Feel free to adjust the CFG scale and denoising strength however you like, since we're going to jump straight into the face swap with the ADetailer extension bypassing the image-to-image step. Oh, you can also set the denoising strength to 0 right now, so you won't have to mess with it again later in ADetailer. Next, scroll down till you find ADetailer and give it a click to expand. If you're scratching your head wondering what ADetailer is, don't worry, I've got a video that covers all the ins and outs. I'll drop the link below for you. In the ADetailer section, enable it and tick the box to skip image to image. This keeps everything but the face untouched and speeds things up. Choose your ADetailer model. I went with Face YOLO V8M, but Face YOLO V8N is also a solid choice if you don't have the former. Pop in your prompt, including the LoRA model. Next up, let's pop open the In-Painting tab. You'll want to crank up the In-Paint Mask Blur a tad. This is our secret sauce for making sure the face blends smoothly into the photo without any awkward edges. We're way in. Now, the real game changer is the parameter on the right. It's all about controlling how much we dial down the noise. Pumping up this intensity means we're giving the original face area a bit more of a makeover. But hey, don't get too carried away, or you might end up with a face that looks like it's melting. Start with a moderate setting, then tweak it based on how the image turns out. It's all about finding that sweet spot. Now, don't miss this crucial step. Make sure to tick the Use Separate Checkpoint option. This nifty feature lets you pick a different base model for ADetailer to do its magic. Since I trained my LoRA model with the SD 1.5 base model, I'm sticking with a model based on that. But if you've trained your LoRA with, say, an SDXL base model, then you'd want to select an SDXL model here. Alright, once we've got all our settings dialed in, let's scroll back up and hit that Generate button. You'll notice in the preview window that there's a box drawn around the face in the original image. This box marks the spot where we're going to swap in the new face. And guess what? You can even tweak the size of this box to get it just right. Just open up the mask pre-processing and use the slider to adjust this setting. And just like that, we've nailed the face swap. If you're not totally thrilled with how the swap turned out, no sweat. You can fine-tune the denoising strength in ADetailer to get it just right. And here's a cool bit. ADetailer isn't just for image to image. It's got a buddy in the text to image too. That means you can kick off with a picture generated in text to image and then dive straight into a face swap using a similar approach. Pretty handy, right? So did you catch all that? If you found this helpful, why not show some love and support? Can't wait to see you in the next video.